What is going on, guys? It's your boy IC Josh, and today we are going to take a look at all of the banners that's coming up on global, on the JP side. And just to warn you guys, a lot of these banners may actually change. They could possibly be a little bit different. We don't know, especially with LR Majin Vegeta and then LR Gohan coming out later on. We don't know if they're going to get their own banners like Broly did, or what they're going to do, if they're just going to stick them into the Rising Carnival banners, so basically the Rebirth banners again, and do it just like that. And maybe Broly was just a one-time thing. We don't know yet. So what I want to go ahead and say is, for all the banners that I do look at right now and say what you should, what you shouldn't summon for, I'm not going to say what you should or what you shouldn't summon on, because I don't know all of your cards, and that's one thing that a lot of people get really confused whenever they say you should summon on this or that. Is these god leads, if you don't have like a good team for a certain lead, a type, then you probably should stay away from it, and then possibly summon on what you do have good supports and cards for. Like right now I'm torn for the Super Saiyan 4s, because you guys know that I wanted to go for Super Vegeta. Well, I do want Super Vegeta, and he's on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, and I wanted the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And I'm like, okay, well, he's not on that banner, and he's on the Goku banner, so I'm kind of like torn right there. I can use a blue Dragonstone if I buy the highest Dragonstone pack and get him, but at the same time, both my AGL team and both my STR team are really good, and I think majority of the cards that I do use for my STR team and my agility team, except for 2 cards literally on both of those teams, are extremes, and all the rest of them are supers. And with them being the super leads, it's kind of got me torn between who I should definitely go for right now. So I'm having that inner conflict on who I really want to go. Like, I want to go for Vegeta, but at the same time I have a lot of good STR super cards, and I'm like, maybe I should go for Goku. So for me personally, I don't know. I have to see what happens. If something does happen, I may switch, or I may not switch and go for each one of them. But if you take a look at the banners and you see what cards are on the banners, you can take a look and see if you want to go for this or that, or if you want to prepare yourself later on for something else. Like with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks just coming out for the physicals, there's Vegeta has Vegito Blue on there, and if you want to go for him, yeah, you can definitely go for him. And I like right now, I don't know anybody really that's running a Super 17 team. I really don't know, unless Super 17 gets global, wants to buff Super 17 at some point. If they do, like they did Goku Black, then more people will probably run him for an extreme AGO, because then they use Rose and their androids and all that stuff. They could use those cards. But at the same time, I don't see a lot of people running the Kid Buu extreme intelligence team. People run the super intelligence with Gogeta, but they don't. I don't see a lot of people running the Kid Buu intelligence team. I don't see them running that. So those are 2 banners right there that I would say, like, I wouldn't go hard for or anything unless you actually have those cards. And if you actually do have certain cards like that, then I would definitely tell you to go hard for those cards. Like if you do have really good physical units, like here we go with Cooler. I know a lot of people want to go with Cooler. A lot of people want Cooler. Like, I kind of want Cooler, but at the same time I don't have a lot of good cards for it. Like, I don't have a lot of good supporting cards for it, for extremes. So it would be kind of useless for me to really go for it, unless somehow I want to get with my red Dragonstone, I want to get a full power Frieza and buy and get him and save him and wait until Cooler comes out and put him on the team with Broly, which, I mean, a lot of people don't really run Broly on the team, but you could. And maybe a couple other fodder cards that I may have. We'll see. I don't know. But I could do that. But a lot of you guys could also have, Goku Black, and just, I mean, even with LR Ginyu coming out later on, you can put him on the team. Like, a lot. I think Champa is an extreme type. I mean, you kind of could run him on the team. But I mean, there's a lot of other, cards, especially with the type banner coming out and having the Super Buu on there as well. You can put him on the team, and you can just, you know, do work with that team if you have really good cards. I don't have really good cards, so right now it's looking like a skip for me unless I do somehow, you know, get one of these cards. And just speaking of them, there they are right there. So I'm just saying, like, you can go and predict and kind of see what you want to do with a lot of these. Maybe you get lucky and actually get a cooler on a YOLO or a first multi and you stop. And then whenever the type banner comes out, you can go after the type banner and try to get the Super Buu, see if you get him or not. Now, another really good banner right here is the whole Saiyan banner, which has the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku and the Masked Saiyan Bardock on here. This banner is actually really good. I mean, if you really want hard-hitting cards to support your teams, really good banner. I mean, it's a Saiyan banner. Obviously, you have Angel Goku as the first, Masked Saiyan as the second. Kaioken, Blue Goku, well, yeah, he's really good. I have him. I wouldn't mind getting a dupe of him. I mean, and having him on the AGL team, I wouldn't mind getting a dupe, having him there and doing work on that. And you also have the Intelligence Vegeta, which is another really good card, especially down here with the Trunks. Both these cards going on Intelligence, you know, team later on whenever they come up with Gogeta. Like, this is a really good banner, especially for a lot of good supporting cards, and also having, you know, another God Lead right there. Like, it's really good. And if you want to have a new villains team that you want to run with all your, you know, other villains that you collected over time and stuff with Cooler and everything, you can put Masked Saiyan on there, which is a really good card, a really good tank. Like, you can have him on that team as a leader and do extreme amount of damage. And plus, he's going to be even better whenever the Extreme Tech, you know, God League does come out. So you can put him on there, you can summon on this, and this one I will say is a really good banner to actually summon on, even if you just YOLO in a couple times, out, you know, maybe you YOLO once a day for a week or two. So technically you do 14 summons, or if you just do a couple multis, or you just do a multi on it the first day and that's it, you can go with it right there. I mean, it's a really good banner. Type banners, of course, are over there as well, but even though I don't think we have the AGL supporters yet. But also, like I was saying before, Super 17, not a really good godly. Not a lot of people are really running him, which is kind of sucky because he's my favorite character and he's got the shaft. But if you look at the banner, it's a really good banner, but it's just, I don't see a lot of people running this. So we don't know. They could possibly beef him up, and if they did beef him up, then a lot of people would definitely just go for this card. And I mean, right here, you guys seen on JP whenever I summoned on this banner, I got a godly multi when I got Super 17 and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on the same multi. That was absolutely crazy. So I mean, the banner per se was really good to me because I also got Rose as well. But it still is, it's one of those things that if you have really good extreme AGL, you know, units, then you probably want to go for this, because if you feel comfortable running AGL or extreme AGL, then you're definitely going to go for this. I mean, it's not like extremely bad card. It's just I don't see a lot of people, you know, running this at all, unless you're going to somehow later on run him on a rainbow villain, rainbow extreme team or something like that later on. You can. And another one just basically right after him is the Kid Buu, which, like, again, I don't see a lot of people running. But I mean, if you want some of these cards, you want Buuhan, like if you're like me, you don't have Buuhan, and you really wanted Buuhan, you, like I said, do a couple YOLO. Sorry for the cut, guys. Sorry for that weird cut. But like I was saying, if you really want to go for this, then you could. I mean, there's really good cards on this, you know, on this banner, but it's just I don't see a lot of people running them. And then you go to the big boys right here. You have Gogeta and Janemba. These banners are really good, like really good for the cards that are in here. But at the same time, a lot of people had good luck with them. And me personally, I probably will go for a Janemba because where I have LR Broly, I have Omega Shenron. I think I have a couple other cards. I think Bojack. I had that Bojack that's gonna get his Dokkan Awakening, you know, later on. Like, I have some good cards for this one, and then if I get him on the team, and maybe if I somehow on this banner, if I can pull Cell as well, I would have a really decent, you know, team to use. And that, like I said, that's probably who I would go for. I really wouldn't go for Gogeta unless I somehow, for the grace of God, pulled LR Gohan. Like I already have Piccolo. I have some decent cards, not like really good cards at all. I don't have the Trunks. I don't have the Vegeta. So I mean, this really wouldn't do anything for me unless, you know, I did a couple multis on this one as well on global, and I pulled those cards. Then I would be like, okay, you know, I'm definitely going to try to go for this card now. Now that I have these, I can make an actual team out of this. I'm good with that. But other than that, I'd probably stay away. So I know some people will be like, oh no, I'm going for a Gogeta, whether I need them or not. You know, some people like to collect, so they're probably summon on every banner there is. But I'm saying for the people that's usually more free to play and stuff, probably you want to look at the banners and see what you want to go for. Like I was saying, this LR Broly came after all that, and we don't know if any of the other LRs are going to get their own banner like this. If they do, that'd be absolutely amazing. But the only thing about it is there are a lot of featured cards on this. Even though he's a featured unit, he has a, you know, really good chance of being summoned. There's a lot of featured units. These are all just the featured cards on the banner. So with Vegeta, you know, they can put, you know, the other Tech Vegeta on there. They can put a bunch of other Vegetas on there. They can put some Gokus on there, maybe some Trunkses on there, Goten on there. Like, they could put other people, you know, on that banner, and then just, you know, basically water it down to where you're probably more likely to get any of these other guys before you get this guy. I got lucky and got it. That's all I gotta say. I got extremely lucky. Then you have the type banners up here that's come after the other godlies, so it's kind of like, we don't know. Like I said, with these godlies, that's another thing I'm saying. These banners may change. They may actually, on global, they may actually put these correctly, like in front of the they can put it either in front or they can put it beside the banner of choice. So say Super Saiyan 3, you know, Angel Goku comes out, and then they bring out the type banner with the TN on here as well, and then they're just like, look, if you actually get him, you know, you can come down here and see if you can get TN, put TN on the team if you want, because TN does necessarily really need to be on the team. And then the same thing with the Vegeta and Kid Gohan, they can do the same thing over here. So, and then we're leading back up to the physical SSJ3 Gotenks, and then having him on there, which is a really good card as well. And then basically having all these, like, I personally will probably on global go after this card just because I have a lot of good physical cards. So I would definitely go for this, especially in the hopes of getting, you know, Vegito Blue as well in the mix. Like, I would love to, you know, finish that off with getting him too, and then being able to have that team and run that team and be extremely OP with that team. But this is just a video of you guys actually seeing all the banners that are coming out later on, all the big godly banners, and say all the other you know, type banners that's coming out with the new cards in them. That's really good supporters for the teams. If you want to summon, like I said before, this is a if you want to summon. It depends on your cards, not what other people say you should summon for. If you definitely feel like, hey, all I want to do is summon for the Super Saiyan 4s on the 2-year anniversary because my STR and my agility team are good, and then maybe I may wait out and do a physical, you know, Gotenks, then go for it. But if you are somebody that has a lot of good cards for every type, and either it be super or extreme, then you're probably going to want to go and spend a lot of money on, you know, going for all these banners. All I'm saying is, me personally, I'm probably going to go maybe for like a couple of these god leads, and that's about it. All I'm really going to say is all I need is about maybe 2 or 3 of the new god leads, and I'll be okay with that. If I get lucky on, say, a YOLO or something like that, and I pull another one, then, you know, I'll be happy with that and having another one. But I'm not going to go extremely hard on every god lead, because trying to be more free to play with everything is managing what you're doing and managing the cards that you want and the cards that you actually, and kind of, you know, separating that from the cards you want and the cards you actually need. So again, if this is helpful, you guys let me know in the comment section below. You guys can smack a like on the video and definitely comment and let me know, out of all the god leads you're going to go for, let me know which ones you are definitely your priorities that you're definitely going to go for, And if you enjoyed the video, smack a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, share the video out, and I'm out, guys. Before I'm out, Golden State Warriors 3-0. Cavs fans pissed right now. I love it, but I'm out. Peace. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to give him another banner just like they did with Rise and Carnival on JP. And they probably won't do the whole LR Broly thing for Global. I don't even know if they're even going to do it for Majin Vegeta for Global.